So this is Trisstar. Welcome to Luvradio. Thank you so much. Today we're going to be discussing with you your career, where you want to go with your career, because you're at such a young age at the moment, and your brand new single, Bleeding, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you. Wow. So, okay, where you come from?
Well, I'm from Jamaica in a little place, a little parish called Hanover. Yeah.
And so how was it growing up? Have you always been writing, or have you always been singing? How did it start from a young age?
Well, growing up, my mother and my sister, my family it has a background of music, so they've always been singing. So it started from church. I've been singing in church, and then as I grew, I developed a passion for writing. So whether it was stories or so, I would always be writing. And then in school, whenever I had projects, I would incorporate music in it. So whenever I would go up for my presentations and so, I would do a little DJing, and then I realized that people gravitated to it. So I enjoyed it, and my teachers enjoyed it as well. I was being told that I was very good, so I just started from there.
So your mother and your sister encouraged you?
Yes, they all encouraged me to continue. And my mother, she's so proud. She loves my song very much.
Okay, so your first track, what was that, and how did that come about?
Well, for the Go Getter, it was basically a competition that I entered with Reggae Selecta. I heard it going around online, and I said, "Wow, I love this rhythm. I should take part in it." So for the Go Getter, I was saying that as a young girl, it was kind of hard for my parents. However, I'm going to give them a little break, and I'm going to fight for everything that I want. So I'm saying, if you dream it, you can achieve it. All you have to do is just stay strong, believe it, and you can make it in life. So basically, it was like an inspiration for me and for others out there, and my friends and others that heard it really gravitated to it as well. So yeah.
All right, so being in school and starting to sing, and then being on social media and seeing Reggae Selecta UK with this challenge or this competition, when you decided to do that competition, is that when you decided, okay, this is where my brand is going to start, this is where I'm going to start branding myself and build my career from here?
Well, honestly, I didn't really know what would happen, but I was really grateful that Reggae Selecta took a notice of me, because it was my brother. My brother he had a little knowledge of the music world, however, it wasn't that big. So we were grateful when Reggae Selecta reached out. So any little thing I could say to my brother, Reggae Selecta saying this, I want to talk to him because he's older than I am. Yeah.
Okay, and did you that tune when you made a Go Getter for Reggae Selecta, did you actually go into a studio? How did you make it in order to upload it?
Yes, for the Go Getter, we went to a studio in Kingston called, I think it's some Globe, it's iOctane Studio. And I really liked it there. It was my first time going to a studio, and I loved the experience. That was when I was a little nervous at first, having the earphone on and everything. But then when I started singing, I said, "Whoa, this is really me." Yes, and that's when I realized that I can't stop doing music.
Yeah, yeah. The love for music allowed you to how did you even get that link for the iOctane studio?
I think Reggae Selecta was in charge of it. He dealt with it for me. Yes.
Oh wow, so they really, really been in full force with you. And did you actually
Yes.
win that competition?
Yes, I won the competition.
Wow.
Yes.
So with the package, by winning that competition, Reggae Selecta has taken you on, and you are now being managed by Reggae Selecta UK.
Well, but the competition winning prize would be a total of money, and I think a recording. Something to be recorded in a studio with cameras and stuff. However, I think he just took me seriously, and he said he wanted to work with me. So from there, we just moved forward, and he started to send me my rhythms and stuff. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So do you have a clear vision of where you want your career to go from here?
Yes. Well, I want people to know who Trisstar is. I want to be identified in music, and hopefully I can have a few collaborations. I really would love to work with Spice. I admire her as dancehall artist because wow, she's so ambitious and I really look up to her, you know.
Okay, so you mentioned Spice. Are there any other artists that you really would like to collaborate with, or even artists that you really just inspire you and you look up to?
Well, I look up to Jada Kingdom and probably Cash Promise Move and a few artists, inspirational artists like Ja Vinci and Deep Jai. I really love their music because you know they're positive and they have that positive energy in the music world and like rhyminist. I love them.
So Jada Kingdom, you mentioned Jada Kingdom. She's such a diverse artist. What is it about Jada Kingdom that resonates with you?
Well, I think it's her voice. I'm not really sure. Her voice is so sweet, you know, and she has that energy. I love that about her. I think that's why I'm gravitated to them.
And so the genre of music you're talking about. So I know that Bleeding is a mixture of kind of reggae and dancehall. And
Yes,
the first artist you mentioned is a dancehall artist, which is Spice.
yes.
So is dancehall the type of music you're looking to focus on, or just how are you looking to focus your sound?
Well, as long as it leads to positivity, I think I'll go along. So, you know, any collaborations I'll be doing, they'll be most likely based on positivity. However, if they want a little, I don't know, you don't want to switch it up a bit, then I might be open. However, you know, no expletives. I'm still young, you know, and I'm all for the positivity. So, probably if I'm doing a song with Spice, I don't know, maybe it would be talking about something in Jamaica or, you know, her struggle. And I would really love it. I would really love to work with Spice.
And I was going to ask you that because Spice, obviously, we know that she's kind of explicit in her music, but at the end of the day, behind the scenes, she has a foundation helping young people and so on and
Yeah.
so forth. Um, but it's still Spice. So one thing I have to ask you, Trisstar, you can dance?
Well, I can do my little thing. I can do my little thing.
All right. I just having some fun with you, you know? So,
Yeah.
all right. So we've spoken about the artists. What about producers? Are there any particular producers that you're interested in? Are you aware of the producers that are available to you?
Well, I'm aware of few, and I would love to work with Ramesh, Not Nice, and Andrew Blacks. There are only three that I really have my mind on working with.
And big them up a little bit in case we can put this out and let them hear it. What is it about them that make you want to work with them?
Ramesh, she's always helping people out, and I'm not sure, but he has this positive energy about him. I'm always watching his live and I'm always requesting. You know, Ramesh, I can feel me look of mine. She's starting this store official. I can feel me look of mine. Always a request to join, but you know, too much people upon your life. But I like the fact that he helps people out and he seems so genuine and everything that I've heard him produce, it's fire and his rhythms are really nice as well, you know. You know, look at Indulgence, yeah. One song she produced and so on, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's also a talent. I mean, Jamaica, one thing about Jamaica, Jamaica know music. And
Yes.
and if a Jamaican decide to do something, they're gonna do it to the best of their ability, in my opinion. So
Yes.
I mean, yes, Ramesh is a brilliant producer, and what he's done in managing her and the way that he's guided her is
Yeah.
amazing. But then Sincere is a talent on her own because not only can she sing, she can DJ, she can literally rap as well. All right. So regarding Bleeding No, I was gonna say, what do you consider in you have a track in there, used your heart used to be golden. So what do you consider a golden heart?
A golden heart probably would be before you got hurt. You
Before
know, before you realize that the world is all sunshine and rainbows, and there are really nasty people out there. And you know, you can get your heart broken sometimes, but it's up to you if you decide to let that brokenness keep you down or you want to go on. You know, it's all up to you. But either way, life still keeps.
Right. So that was the next question because it's up to you how you go forward. So when you say now your heart is frozen, what's a frozen heart? How would you consider a frozen heart to be?
Well, in my perception, now you realize that you got hurt, and you can't keep that hurt from allowing you to function properly in life. So you just have to continue to go on accept it for what it is and know that, you know what, this can't stop me. Cry a little, feel however you want to feel, however, you just have to keep on going on.
All right. Thank you very much for explaining that to me, because I was wondering what way you was going, because you also got the type of Rihanna kind of way where it's good girl gone bad. So golden heart to frozen heart.
Ah.
So, so I wanted, you know me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to clarify for that for you.
Every song that I write it with emotion. So I try my best to see if I can relate to people or I can relate to myself. So I dig deep for my emotions and then I write it out on paper. So music is basically how I express myself. It's my little getaway, like a therapy for me.
And just for the youngsters coming up, and maybe we can teach some youngsters as well, because you do have a really significant section of that song where you said friends deceive you, which is in part of chorus. So for the youngsters coming up, please let them know, how can they be deceived by friends? Because it's so hurtful when you're young and you have a group of friends, and then, so why would you do me that? Why? And you feel like you don't have no friends at the end of it because you don't know who to trust. So give them some examples of what friends can, what they need to look out for.
Well, firstly, not every friends are good friends. You just have to know who are really for you and who are not really for you. Because I went through a lot of friends going up through high school and so, and I realized that, oh, I don't want this energy around me, because sometimes I can even see it on people's face that this person is not for me. How they talk to you, the things that they influence you to do, how they operate themselves. Because probably energy is transferable. I don't really know, but how they operate within themselves and the things that you see them do, that can see who is a good friend and how they treat you. So you just have to know for yourself who is a good friend, who are the people that I want to surround. Not everyone is your friend. You just have to know that for yourself, and don't put your all in someone. Yeah, you can get hurt easily.
So I'm gonna leave this time to you. This is your chance to address your audience, let them know what's going on.
All right, firstly, I'd like to say thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciated it and I enjoyed being here. And then I like to say thank you to my supporters, especially the ones that have been there since I've been freestyling on lives. Big up yourself, Slick White Line. You were one of the first people who gave me a platform to perform on social media. I'm going to tell you something, I'm not going to forget you. And then I'd like to say thank you to my mother and my brother. Thank you for being my inspiration. And whenever I felt like stop doing things, you always influence me to keep on trying. Thank you to my family and my friends. And thank you to a few school friends. You know who you are. And nobody feel me I talk about it if you never help me. Yeah, so just go and big up and Reggae Selecta. Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right. If you could sit down and talk with or eat dinner with anybody ever, who would it be?
Steve Harvey, most definitely. I love him so much.
Really? What exactly about him interests you?
He's so inspirational. As you can see, I'm a very positive person. I love the positivity and the positive energy. And he always influences young women to lift up their head and, don't make no man take you for idiot. And I have so many questions that I would love to ask him, like, how did he treat his daughters? Or I'm not really sure, but sitting down with him, wow, I'd really love it. I love it.
What is your message that you are sending to the world?
My message is 100% positivity. If I can make a change in the world, it would be to leave a positive impact on someone's life, inspire them to do better. And if I can, I help them, I talk to them, inspire them to go for their dreams. Because, some people, they want to fight for something. And as soon as someone say, oh, wow, you're not good at this, they just stop. And sometimes that's just wasted talent. That's not right. I'd like to speak to someone to say, if you want to do something, go for it. You might never know if you don't try.
All right. Thank you so much. Is there anything you wanted the people to know that I haven't asked you?
Well, that basically covers it all. Just continue to support my music and see where the journey takes us.
All right. And what is next for Trisstar? You have Bleeding now. We're promoting Bleeding now. Are you working on another single or anything?
Well, I do promotions and dubs for companies or any little sound, big up the music sound them, and so we charge for doing that. And currently I'm working on a new song with Reggae Selecta. I just recently got the rhythm, so hopefully by soon that would be out. And I think there's a video shoot that's supposed to be produced for Go Getta. Yes. Yes, it should be out hopefully soon.
We would love to see that. We can't wait for it. We wish you all the best with that. Trisstar, thank you
Yes.
so much for your time on Love Radio. We really appreciate it. All right.
Thank you for having me.
You're
Yes.
welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. Till next time. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe so you can be notified about future interviews. Have a lovely day. If you would like to promote your music on Love Radio, find us on all social media platforms or email contact@loveradio.co.uk.